In college, he was crazy too.
He was crazy at LSU. He was one of my favorite prospects coming out. I don't know why. Oh, I know this is a football, but I don't know why the hell he wasn't their sixth man for like 3 years, 2 years, however long he's been in the league.
He's been there. I think this is the second year.
2 years, yeah. But how? Like I know Steve Nash was horrible, but how? Like didn't this guy just come in?
There was like I said,
I don't know.
When I watched him go for 30, bro, and then people were like, "Why hasn't he been playing?" Right? Because this was like last season when he was going like when you just have random spurts of him playing, and he would be like having an efficient 15 or something like that. They're like, Why isn't bro playing? And then you just not get an answer from anybody or nobody talk about it at all, bro. Like it's just like a 1 week thing, and then they'll drop it. Like that's just kind of crazy.
Probably not now after what he's doing. Like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy day. I know this is a football show, but figured, do we want to talk about greatness for LeBron? Do we want to acknowledge the fact that he just no, this is a football show.
I'm just put this out there right now. I'm gonna put this out there.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put this out there right now. I was the biggest Jordan advocator, but I want you to know right now. If you still got Jordan GOAT as your GOAT, bro, you don't know ball, bro. Straight up like that. Straight like that, bro.
What's wrong with Jordan being the GOAT?
You don't know ball no more. You don't know ball.
That's crazy.
It's just that's just a simple answer right there, bro. You can't tell me no more, bro. Like it's undisputed, bro. Let's just get it out the way, bro.
I mean,
let's just talk about greatness, bro. Let's be real, bro. I cried.
Damn.
What'd y'all do yesterday? Watching that greatness.
You know what happened?
I was laying in my bed and I watched LeBron hit a fadeaway and I didn't cry. I just was watching LeBron.
I sat on the couch and I was like, just hurry up and pass the record.
Hit
the fadeaway. I watched them stop the game and I said, shout out LeBron. Turned the TV off and went to sleep.
Wow.
Because I knew I wasn't going to miss nothing. And sure enough, what happened after that?
They
scored 2 more points and they lost.
And he really did only score 2 more points. Yeah, he broke the record and just.
Did you hear that?
I'm not gonna lie though.
That Westbrook and Darvin Ham got into it in the locker room.
Yeah.
Bro, they got in the same vehicle right after the game, bro. I just want y'all to know that. They literally hopped in the same vehicle right after the game. Darvin Ham and Westbrook.
So they're about to be in different vehicles once Westbrook get traded.
Honestly, all them trade rumors and stuff. But yeah, shout out LeBron. I think he's no less than 2, and I think if you have him less than 2, you're just a hater at this point.
Yeah.
I still have Jordan as my GOAT because, and you can hate on me all you want, I've never seen Jordan have a finals like LeBron did against the Mavericks.
It's
like he made up for it with 2016 3-1 comeback, but still, that series. I'm sorry, that's horrendous. Like that's horrendous. I'm sorry.
It was so
like he if they would have lost, but he was hooping, all right, cool. You choked. Like you went from 27 to 17 points a game. Like that's bad.
Hey, bro,
but still, he's still great. He's still great.
Let's just talk about what he's done in his career, bro.
Yeah, he's done a lot of great things in his career, but I just wanted to acknowledge that because I feel like at this point in our lives, even though this is a football show, we acknowledge greatness everywhere.
And let's be honest. We'll probably never see the scoring record be broken because LeBron is going to play at least 3 more seasons.
Yeah, at least 3 more seasons.
At least 3.
I mean, yes, technically because he's waiting on his son. So yes.
Yeah. And I'm guessing in those 3 seasons he'll average another 25 points per game.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all boys.
Honestly, he might drop down to like 17 one year, but it'll still be.
Yeah, but like the 3-year average will be like 20.
I don't know.
I think he's gonna stay long enough for Bryce too, though. I think he's gonna stay long.
Oh my God, then it's really never getting broken. If LeBron played 25, 26 years, bro, it's never getting broken.
Bryce is what, a junior right now?
I think he's a freshman or sophomore. Yeah,
I think he might be a sophomore. It's like 15-ish, somewhere around there. But
LeBron
G-Baby, you said
5 more years.
You said he might average 17. That's kind of what 3 years ago we'd have been saying that for right now.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Still
right
averaging
now.
30. So to me, it's just like I'm gonna just wait till I see it. I'm gonna just assume he's gonna average 25. 25, 27, 28, whatever.
Until he doesn't.
I was gonna say I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson talking about goats like that because that's why I said about Brady. I said, bro, he's about to fall off eventually, and then he never did. So I'm not gonna lie, I had to just stop doing that.
I gotta see it, man.
I can't lie. Saying but Jordan bald as shit is crazy.
Nah, but well, we just wanted to acknowledge greatness real quick because that just happened, and we don't do basketball shows here. Maybe in the off season I might add one. We'll see how my schedule looks. But now that we've got that out the way, let's go ahead and get to what we came here for because we have you know what? Let's wait. I want to talk about some other NFL news that came out before we get to the main title of the show. So first off, Steve Wilkes is the new defensive coordinator for the 49ers. This just confirms that they will continue to be that great defense that they always will be. I'm not worried. Whoever is the quarterback, I just know it probably won't be Jimmy G.
Whoever it is, they're going to get to at least the second round of the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
Off the strength of the defense alone?
And the weapons on offense they have.
Yeah, until them weapons are gone. Until the weapons are gone, bro, it's league over with, bro.
I mean, with Kyle,
second round push.
Yeah, like with Kyle Shanahan, I mean, every time they're healthy and have like something at quarterback, they're not starting C.J. Beathard or Nick Mullins or something.
As long as anyone's better than Brock Purdy with no elbow, they're going to be fine.
He's probably going to just make the NFC Championship. Like he's had 3 years of healthy, and he always makes it.
And the way the NFC is, like how bad it's looking.
Yeah.
Is it really looking that bad?
I think so, because I mean you've got Tom Brady's retiring, you got Aaron Rodgers potentially leaving.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Rodgers is doing.
I mean, you really have to be banking on
Dawson. Don't you like Jordan Love?
No.
Okay.
Even if you like,
I don't like Jordan Love.
I mean, I'm not a Jordan Love hater. I'm not a Jordan Love guy. I don't think Jordan Love's walking in there, and the Packers are going to be the Packers again. I think
Jordan Love is trash.
You think he's trash? No, I personally think the Lions are winning that division next year.
I'm with that.
I don't believe in the Vikings. I just
we'll come on to the Vikings in a second. We'll come on to the Vikings in a second.
Because that did change my mind on the Vikings.
Yeah, that did. So,
I know what you're. Okay.
Yeah, but we'll talk 49ers. I mean, we just got to see what they decide to do at quarterback. You think they're going to get a big name free agent, or are they just going to roll with?
No. Big name, but he's washed. I think Matt Ryan's going to be the backup quarterback.
That's crazy.
For the 49ers, I think he's going to go back with Shanahan. Because he said he's not like rumors is he's not going to retire.
So what I'm hearing is a career reviver, right?
No.
Why not?
No.
That'd be funny as hell.
Why not? Hey, G-Baby, I know you see the vision, bro.
I don't. Hold on, wait.
I'm Stevie Wonder right now. I don't see nothing.
G-Baby, I got a question for you because I know you probably don't like either of these guys right now. But if Matt Ryan went to the 49ers, who are you starting? Trey Lance or Matt Ryan?
He's definitely starting Trey Lance. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Even G-Baby would start.
Because even G-Baby don't like Trey Lance.
Because he has a higher. Matt Ryan. Only thing with him is a downside. He has no upside.
That's crazy.
Only
a downside is crazy.
Hey, bro, this is coming from a Saints fan, so really take what he's saying with a grain of salt, okay? Like, just don't take
Matt
it.
Ryan's not good.
Look, you gotta understand, JJ. I'm not one of these Saints fans that hate our division. I could care less about our division. So because Julio, I'll take him over AB, and Julio was on the Falcons. You know what I mean?
That's respect. That's respect.
I don't hate on dudes just because they play for because Luke Kuechly, he top 5 all time.
That's respect. That's respect. That's respect.
We had to see Deion Jones twice a year. I think he was great. Like, I don't really hate.
Okay, all right. That's respect. That's respect.
Yeah, so I don't hate on teams just because they I'm not like that's. I always thought that was only an NFC East thing, and to a lesser extent, in AFC North. But that was really only Ravens and Steelers. That was really only Ravens and Steelers because everybody else was mid. So
I hated the Bengals. I used to hate the Bengals because they were dirty as hell. Like when they had Vontaze Burfict and Adam Jones and those guys, I hate.
Yeah,
now they're fine. I don't really care.
Yeah, but when Vontaze Burfict was there, it was absolutely. But yeah. So like, I don't really hate. So like, Matt Ryan, he's just trash. Like, it is what it is. Like,
sorry, JJ.
It is what it is. He wasn't good last year, but he might be the savior. They should have never got rid of Carson Wentz, in my opinion. It is what
he
it
was
is.
ass for going. Nah, they should have.
They
should have got rid of Carson Wentz and got Jimmy G.
Facts. They should have traded for Jimmy G.
With that O-line, Jimmy G probably.
Low key, they probably would have won 10 games.
They just needed a quarterback, bro. They just needed a guy who wasn't gonna mess up.
Oh well, if Jonathan Taylor still gets hurt, okay, no. If Jonathan Taylor gets hurt, then no. But
even if he got that O-line was awful last year. That O-line was
you think that's more of just a playing bad, or you think the O-line is that bad? Because it's the same O-line from last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they were better with just a mobile quarterback in general, bro.
They might have been better with they might have been better
because they literally look clearly better with a mobile quarterback. I can't say that about the Phillip Rivers led Colts, but the thing is, even then, their O-line was like they were talking about Quentin Nelson more than their actual O-line, from what I remember. So maybe
the second they got Quentin Nelson, their O-line took a major step forward. So
Quentin Nelson, they had Ryan Kelly, but then the other guys just like took a step back mostly.
Okay. That could be fair.
That's probably what.
Yeah, well, staying in the NFC, Aaron Rodgers saying he's going to contemplate his future over a darkness retreat. I'm gonna let y'all go first because I have some words for this. But
he's doing all this. He's doing all this.
He's just a
exactly.
Wait, you think he's going back to the Packers?
I think
either that or he's retiring.
Yeah, like he doing all this pom-pom for nothing, man. Like I genuinely believe, man, don't nobody care.
I think last year was the year that he was gonna leave, if he left.
And he stayed.
Now it's like,
and he chose to stay.
He stayed exactly. So it's just like
you signed a 3-year contract, you getting all that bread. I don't believe he's about to give it that.
I think it's
because it was an extension. I don't believe he's about to get that shit. I don't believe he's about to get that up. And if he do, who gonna pay him that much? Not a soul.
Yeah, it's 39.
Not a soul. Like maybe the Jets might because they have the room, but 2 years maybe. I mean, if it's a win now thing, I guess. But
yeah, I think he's just saying that shit just for attention. Because what the hell is a blackout?
A black retreat.
I feel like
like bro, what?
Thing, but because I could see him doing stuff like that because he's like kind of out there. But
yeah, no, Aaron Rodgers is out there, but bro, I don't think
you're just
doing way too much. Like,
yeah,
you don't need to go on a blackout retreat. Like, bro, just go on vacation, go chill. Like, damn, this season just ended. Doing all this weird shit, bro. Like,
like you being extra for no reason, bro. Like, relax. But yeah, that's just. Nigel took the words right out of my mouth. I don't care that you're going on a darkness retreat.
Yeah, like what the hell?
Just say you'll make your decision in time, and then when you finally make it,
Derek Carr even moved on from the Raiders like that.
And Derek Carr, and we're
talking about Derek Carr.
Y'all saw that paragraph he posted? That's crazy, considering the fact that Aaron Rodgers talking about a darkness retreat, and all bro did was drop a heartfelt message, just like, all right, where we at next? Like.
I know he sent that, and then he was good.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He sent that, hopped on the PJ, and flew right to New Orleans to meet with G Baby Saints. That's exactly what he did.
Well, that's exactly where we're transferring because it's been talked about in the chat a little bit. The Saints, I think, met with Derek Carr today.
Yep.
Why you give us that expression?
Because he's happy, bro.
No,
I really
am
think
very indifferent because on one hand, hey, it's much better than Andy Dalton. Like, it's a franchise quarterback of sorts. Like, technically, that's what he is. And we're probably not going to be in a position because our defense is too good to tank for Caleb. And I'm assuming they're trying to keep Kamara and, our receivers happy. But I saw Derek Carr have Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs, and he was mid. Like, it'll be an up. Like, I feel like, because how many games do we win? 7? I feel like Derek Carr is a 3-game difference. Because I don't think he's turnover prone like that, but he's going to drop an egg twice a year.
Okay, what's wrong with 10 and 7?
Slowing down the inevitable.
And winning the division, though.
If we're gonna go get a quarterback, I need one that I believe can take us to the Super Bowl.
Thank you.
Yeah, Derek Carr.
Dawson, you're nasty.
If it's not Lamar, I would much rather us just tank and get Caleb. Because at least I can invest in that in the future.
Yeah.
Like,
Derek Carr's got to be 32 years old. I think he already is 32 years old.
I mean, Derek Carr's a better option than Desmond Ridder.
Like, I'd rather have Hendon Hooker in the third round or second round and just chill. Shout out Smith. Like
on some Desmond Ridder type thing, like how the
like maybe we can rock with Derek. Like, look, Derek Carr can easily come out and be amazing, and I probably won't have no complaints. I'm just gonna be like, hey, I just hope he can keep this up cup play on time. I'm not gonna say nothing because I really didn't think he was gonna be this bad this year. But man, if Lamar's not gonna be available, I would rather just because I'm very much an invest in the future. So I'm cool with taking a step back, sucking to be great for the next 10, 12 years with Caleb. Because then I don't care what the defense look like. We got Caleb. You know what I mean? We good. So that's me. But do y'all believe in Derek Carr like that? Because I don't.
No, I don't see why they would bring him. I don't see it at all. Especially we were talking last week about like the Saints payroll and all that, how they're like last in cap space. Like they need to clear all that up. And I mean, it's only so high you're gonna get with Derek Carr, and it's only gonna be for 2 years. Like, I think that's slowing down what you're gonna eventually have to do, which is rebuild.
Yeah, and I think Michael Thomas is gonna get cut. To be honest,
he has
his cap hit is $59 million.
That's
it's
ridiculous.
2024. In 2024, yep.
Yeah, no, because we adjusted the contract to where it's only a $1 million cap.
Y'all pushed everything back.
Yeah.
When y'all still had Breeze and was like.
Yeah, because y'all saw the contract we gave Taysom Hill. Like, you saw that. So yeah, that's just me. But man, I don't want to lose him. But $60 million cap hit for a receiver is so crazy.
Is wild.
For a receiver that's played how many games in the last?
For a receiver who doesn't play.
Yeah,
12 games in the last 3 years. Something crazy.
So. Yeah, I can't get with it. So that's just me.
How much dead cap are you gonna have when y'all cut him though?
None. I think we might have like a $10 million in 2024, but it's better than 60.
Listen,
we just have to cut him before a certain date.
I just have a quick question. Who will have a better record next year, the Falcons or the Saints?
Is Desmond Ridder still playing?
Desmond Ridder more than likely was going to be their quarterback.
No, is he still playing the way he's playing?
He's been average, so I don't know what that means.
And then, okay, is Arthur Smith still their head coach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, do y'all still have the same OC, or does Arthur Smith call the plays on offense?
Arthur Smith probably calls the plays.
It's probably Arthur Smith still calling the plays.
Okay, so that means you guys are still going to underutilize Kyle Pitts. It would be better. You guys have a generational talent and refuse to use them. So
I don't think you realize that with Desmond Ridder playing, I'm just going to say this right now. With Desmond Ridder playing, our pass offense immediately just took a higher notch immediately. We saw it with Drake.
Yeah, it went from 4 to 5.
Drake London
from 4 to 5.
No, it didn't. It went from like 4 to like 7. It wasn't. I'm not saying it was good. Now, don't say that. I'm talking about us actually throwing the ball because Drake London went from like 500 yards to 800 yards to end the season, 800 something yards to end the season. That man was barely getting targeted to his target share going way up. So were the others.
I mean, that also did help when Kyle Pitts went out too. But
no, it didn't because he didn't get the ball when Kyle Pitts went out. He still wasn't getting the ball.
Kyle Pitts had like 40-something targets, right? And 26 catches in the games he played.
Right, but that's over like 10 games?
Yeah,
so, per game.
Was it over 10? Was it 10 games?
How many games did he play? I think
let's find that out.
He played 10 games. He played 10 games, right on the money.
4 to 4.7 is crazy.
He had 59 targets, so he targeted 6 times a game.
Yeah, and then once he got out, I'm not worried.
But on an offense that was like not.
And then our defense clears. Yeah, and then our defense clears. So. Yeah, I'm not. Other than AJ Terrell, our defense clears.
That defense not lasting much longer. We also got Casey Hayward, bro. Don't forget.
Casey Hayward?
He was solid.
He was solid.
And Grady Jarrett.
But he's also
those three guys were pretty solid.
Wait.
Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, Marshawn Lattimore, Honey Badger.
I'm not comparing it to your defense. I was just throwing those names out there because that defense is about to be gone very soon. Cam Jordan's actually about to throw up the deuces.
And probably Demario Davis soon after.
That's fine. You know who you know who we got coming through? We should have been all pro if we didn't get hurt. Pete Warner.
Should have been all pros. Kind of.
Bro, he was balling before.
He was good. No, and he was good. He was a lot of good linebackers.
And then Alontae Taylor. Yeah.
He better not be Paulson Adebo 2.0.
Yeah. What about Paulson Adebo?
Nah, Paulson's gonna step up. I'm not gonna lie.
Paulson was like
I call it a sophomore. Yeah, but Adebo, I'm really hoping that's just a sophomore.
What if Adebo's not good next year?
It's gonna be crazy.
And then I'm off. He's on a rookie contract. It ain't gonna do much to get rid of him. I can care less. Trade him for like a 3rd round pick and use it for something else.
A 3rd round.
But just something. I don't get that one. Also too. I thought it was important to. I wrote the wrong thing. I thought it was important to highlight this because our show is history making Super Bowl, but I think anytime history is made in the NFL, I think we should talk about it. I said the Texans, but I'm almost positive I meant the Titans. The Titans promote Tim Kelly to OC, who's their pass game coordinator, and they hire Lori Locust as the first woman full-time coach in franchise history. And that's why I believe it was the Titans, because I remember seeing a picture of Mike Vrabel.
It was the Titans, because they fired their OC, and then,
Yeah, so first, I want to touch on the Lori Locust thing, because first, I think she was on the Bucks before this, right? Because she was she on their staff, or they just have a different
D-line coach assistant?
Yeah,
like she was on the Bucks.
Okay, so how do y'all feel about that? She's the only one in the league. Like, granted, I don't know how many women football coaches are trying to make it to the league, but you don't see it often. So I just want to know y'all thoughts on that and stuff. So,
congratulations to her for sure.
Yeah, bro. Anytime you make a big step in like a political sense of and football in general, it's a right move. It's a good move. So, congrats.
No, yeah, I like it. I think we're gonna see more of it in the future.
For sure.
You know what she was hired for?
Defensive assistant, but it's like full time. Like it says assistant, but she's not like an intern. She's like legit.
No, I got you. No, I know that. So
full-time,
defense
exactly.
real soon, guys. You know what I'm saying?
We're already starting to get more female refs, like a lot more. Like it's getting to the point where you don't even notice it, like NBA and NFL. Like, and I think that's a good thing. Like when you get to a point where you don't even notice the fact that
it's a woman ref, man. They're just all the same.
So,
that's the goal. And then who's the other one? Sorry, Tim Kelly, right?
Yeah, Tim Kelly, pass game coordinator. Was their pass game really that good?
Who?
No, it was awful. It was terrible.
Who?
The Titans.
It was ass.
So are we gonna blame Tim Kelly for that though?
Yeah, I don't know.
11 completions in 2 games.
Are we really gonna blame Tim Kelly for that though?
No, it's.
Promoting him to OC.
Even with Ryan Tannehill was bad.
Promoting him to offensive coordinator.
It's like, for example, he was talking about Malik Willis too. That's why he said 11 completions in 2 games.
But I'm just saying, like, you get like Joe Lombardi was the pass game coordinator for the Saints.
Yep.
Went to LSU and had that one season. Got hired as the OC for the Chargers. It was trash. And that was when we thought he was coming from greatness. This man's coming from mid. Like,
wait, Joe Lombardi was at LSU?
Yeah, he went to LSU for 1 year.
He did?
In 2019, because he was on the Saints first. That's how I knew his name.
I know he was on the Saints. Yeah, he's on.
And then he went to go be either the OC or the pass game coordinator at LSU with Joe Burrow for 1 year.
Oh, I was about to say, because you think of Joe Brady. You're thinking of Joe Brady.
That's
yeah.
I was like, he went to LSU.
Yeah, Joe Brady. Yeah.
Because I was going to say,
wait. So who was Joe Lombardi with before the Chargers?
The Saints.
Oh, so Joe Brady at LSU.
I think it was the Saints.
He went to the Panthers. He went to become the OC at the Panthers.
Yeah.
And now he just got hired, I forget, somewhere. I think he did just get hired somewhere else.
I thought. Okay.
He's the quarterback's coach for the Bills. That's what he was. But, it was Joe Brady. Because he's the one that worked with Burrow and won the chip. And all
he
that.
was the quarterbacks coach for the Saints. Oh, you're not really coaching the Breeze. Okay, never mind.
Because the OC was what's his name? Carmichael.
Yeah, but I thought okay, so I'm getting my people mixed up. That's fine. But
Joe's.
Yeah, either way, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Jaguars are winning that division. Like that's the Jaguars now.
Just Jaguars fan, bro.
I agree. Next year, yeah, for sure.
This is a Jaguars division now.
No, this is like the next decade. The Jaguars.
It's like when Peyton Manning came to the Colts.
Yes,
it's like
decade.
When Peyton Manning came to the Colts.
You know why?
When Andrew Luck came to the Colts, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's the Colts."
You know why? Currently, what date is it?
January.
February
8th.
Because name the other quarterbacks in the divisions,
bro. But I think that Titans have the Titans or the Colts could still make a easy
Sam Ellinger.
We can go fight.
Sam
Ellinger.
Malik Willis,
Malik Willis is also y'all gotta stop sleeping on him, especially UG baby. Just give him a chance, bro. Like next year, bro, is the year where you should be counting him out. Bro.
And next year, Trevor Lawrence is a legit MVP candidate.
Next year, Trevor Lawrence is legit. Top 6.
I think the fact that the Jaguars.
Go ahead.
Next year,
top 6. He's moving up.
Oh, I mean,
bro, MVP candidate. He's not top 6. He's the MVP candidate though.
Very possible.
I can see it. I don't think that's
JJ. Do you not know?
I'm not.
Number 1 is about to be next year.
Okay, bro. We know who their number 1 is.
JJ, your boy,
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley.
I think the fact that it's going to be the Jaguars division, I think it has more to do with how awful the rest of the division is than like how good the Jaguars. Which the Jaguars, I mean, they've built well and all that, and they have Trevor Lawrence, and now they have receivers, but. I think the fact that the Texans exist and like the Colts who never have a quarterback, I think that helps a lot.
I mean, Brady's division was weak when he was winning.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
And Peyton Manning, so
absolutely,
and Peyton Manning, yeah.
So I think this is the Jaguars.
And you know why those divisions? Hold on, do you know why those divisions were weak, G baby? Because the other teams didn't have quarterbacks.
Bro, but he said the next decade. That's 10 years.
How long did the AFC South belong to Peyton Manning?
Like a decade.
Like
basically.
no, literally
from 99 to
2011, basically.
Yeah, so
12 years, bro. And you know why it wasn't longer? Because he got injured.
And then they decided, and then the Colts decided, well, let's go get Andrew Luck then because we don't.
Oh shit! Another Peyton Manning right here. Let's go get the.
Y'all think from 2023 to 2033, this man Trevor Lawrence will be consistently.
Yes,
I think they will win 8 out of 10 division titles.
I can't even cap. That's not ridiculous at all.
I don't know if it's.
I'm just thinking about.
Unless Caleb Williams comes in the league for the Texans and goes stupid and DeMeco Ryans just figures it out. This is a Jaguars division until further notice.
Or CJ Stroud or Bryce Young goes to the Texans and they're amazing as well.
Yeah,
bro. Y'all might actually be right, bro. I'm not gonna
that division is awful, and it's historically awful. It's not like it's just awful now. Like it's always been.
You got to think, but the only time like those teams won, like the division history, besides Saxonville, Deshaun Watson, great quarterback, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning. It was just consistently good quarterbacks. Now Trevor Lawrence.
And when the Titans won that, division, Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill was actually playing good.
Ryan Tannehill was playing good.
But that was solid. Yeah.
Well, we are going to now switch to the main topic of the show. It is a history-making Super Bowl for multiple reasons. As you see on the thumbnail, the first brothers to play against each other, not coach, because, Hardballs did it. These are going to be the first pair of brothers to play against each other. It is also the first time 2 African-American quarterbacks or black quarterbacks, however you want to say it, will be playing in the Super Bowl. 2 black starting quarterbacks will be playing against each other in the Super Bowl. You have the Andy Reid tree, because Nick Sirianni was on he was on the staff of the Chiefs before Andy Reid took over, and he didn't get retained. But that whole Eagles thing, like I'm almost positive, was Nick Sirianni a product of Doug Peterson? I'm almost positive
he was under Frank Reich, who was
he was under Frank Reich, who was under Doug Peterson, who was under Andy Reid. So it's a domino.
That is a crazy tree. What the heck?
Yeah, Andy
Reid is
like I thought
he's
Nick
got
Saban
like the
had
coach
a crazy
tree.
Nick Saban is the coach tree in college, and I think Andy Reid and Bill Belichick to an extent. But I think Andy Reid has produced higher success rates because I think Bill Belichick's best coach was Bill O'Brien. He's the one who had the most success.
And then
that's kind of
could have been
Bill O'Brien is back with Bill Belichick.
Yeah. So, I mean, that might do wonders for Mac Jones. Oh, I know we said we was going to transition to the main topic, but we didn't even talk about it. Brian Flores to the Vikings.
Oh, right.
That helps the Vikings.
Their
defense doesn't come through where Brian Flores missed me with them excuses for Kirk Cousins.
And honestly, I think there's a chance it won't just because.
If the Vikings defense, if the Vikings can't win a playoff, damn it, no. If the Vikings can't make the NFC Championship game, how bad the NFC is, with Brian Flores as your DC, the Vikings are never going to be the Vikings. You might as well blow it up, bro.
Nah, but you say you don't want to hear excuses for Kirk because, like, I'm saying, like,
because I always hear defense.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying. Their defense
still
isn't
getting everything we need. They're getting everything you need. It's basically, I'm like, bro, like, all right, eventually we're gonna have to put some blame on Kirk. Just like, hey, you got people like Warnock who say, hey, Drew Brees, I don't care if he had them historically bad defense, you should still be able to make the playoffs. Same thing with Kirk Cousins. Make the playoffs.
It's the same thing, yeah.
So wait, if he has Brian Flores, the context though, if he has Brian Flores as a
defensive coordinator and they still miss the playoffs, because the only difference between Kirk Cousins this year and Kirk Cousins last year, they won their one possession games. That's the only difference. Kirk Cousins
stats wise,
Dalvin Cook maybe took a little bit of a step back because they stopped giving him the rock as much. But all they did was say, okay, TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that. If other people can't get passes for bad defenses, Kirk is not about to get a pass for bad defense. And Trent, I wish you were here because Jared Goff can be better than Kirk Cousins. That's not ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's not ridiculous.
But yeah, so back. I just want to touch on that real quick. But back to overall, how do y'all feel about this Super Bowl, man? Are y'all excited? Y'all think it's gonna be a blowout? Y'all think Mahomes is gonna kill him? Vice versa, close game.
I've been back and forth. I was so confident in the Eagles, but there's a lot of historical stuff that leans towards the Chiefs. I'm probably still expecting the Eagles to win, but it'll be close. It'll be close. It's tough. It's tough because I think like the Eagles, like their strength, they have a good D line, but the Chiefs also have a good O line, at least on the interior. So they're probably just gonna have to win on the edges because the Chiefs tackles kind of suck. And then the Chiefs, like they kind of have to pick their poison. Like, are they gonna sell out to stop the run? Are they gonna try to stop the pass? Because they've been doing a good job against the pass, honestly, throughout these these two playoff games.
But ETN did go crazy on them.
ETN, right? Yeah, ETN went crazy on them. So, what are you gonna choose? What are you gonna like let up? Because you're gonna have to let up something. I don't think you're gonna have to bank. I don't think you get to bank on like stopping the run and you lock up AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and those guys. Yeah. So it's tough.
JJ or Dawson?
I just went to sleep. I've been going to sleep on it every night, and I wake up every morning believing that the Eagles are going to win. I'm not going to lie. Hey, respect to my dog Patrick Mahomes, though, because at the end of the day, I personally do not believe he's going to have a bad game. Like, no matter how you spin it, they lose, even if they win, because that's still more greatness on him, and I'm not going to be surprised if they win. But personally, every time I think about it, and somehow Super Bowl comes up in my brain while I'm sleeping, I see the Eagles holding Lombardi Trophy. You see Jalen Hurts getting his respect that he's been needing for a while. So
what you're telling me is that every night you go to sleep, you think about
the Eagles winning.
104 grown men
oh my God.
playing football. Every night you go to
Bro,
sleep.
I just end up at the game. No, we're not doing this. I end up at the game almost at the time of me waking up, I'm at the game and I see Jalen Hurts holding up the Lombardi Trophy. We're not doing this, bro.
I'm just saying because you keep saying like, oh, I wake up, I go to sleep every night, I wake up every day. I'm like, dang, you think about 104.
Bro, you got it, bro. All right, bro, you got it, bro.
So that is crazy.
This is crazy.
That's crazy.
Nasty, bro.
So my take on the game is I think the Eagles are just a better team. But I think the Chiefs are going to pull it out, bro. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a game-winning drive, and we're going to talk about that game-winning drive for a very long time, in my opinion.
Well, stay on that. So is your X factor for the Chiefs Mahomes?
I mean, he has to ball up. He has to be MJ Mahomes.
Okay. And then what about for the Eagles? Who's your X factor for them?
Jalen Hurts. He got to be good.
So it's gonna strictly come down to quarterback play.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts is mid. I don't know if they win. I really don't think they win, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, they could get away. I think that's actually
they got away with it because of certain, Brock Purdy got hurt and then Josh Johnson concussion. But I don't think they can get away with it against the Chiefs and Andy Reid, bro.
Yeah, because Hurts, as good as he's been, I mean, he was not very good in the 49ers game. But he didn't have to be, right? Because he
didn't have to be.
He kept getting ideal field position. They would always go and score a touchdown or a field goal, and you just have to hand the ball off. And even their running game wasn't that good. Their offense, they scored, what was the score, 31-7? Their offense really was not that good. It really wasn't. For a team who scored 31 points, they were not that good. Yeah. So they can't get away with that against the Chiefs because the Chiefs, I kind of don't care how good that Eagles defense is. I still think the Chiefs are going to get at least, you know what I mean, like 300.
Yeah, I saw Mahomes go crazy on the 49ers defense. So
crazy. He had literally the best performance of the season against that defense.
Yeah, so him and Jared Stidham.
Good God.
So then, what is your X factor the same? Both quarterbacks.
My X factor, with the Eagles, I definitely would say it's Hurts. With the Chiefs, I think I would say the run game, but I think Mahomes is gonna be healthier. With the 2-week break off the ankle sprain. So you know what? I'm gonna still say the running game. Because that's the part of the defense that's most easily exploitable for the Eagles, because their run defense has been wishy-washy the entire year. Some teams have been able to run on them, some haven't. But and Pacheco's been playing well. Like I said, the interior O-line is very good. So I think if they can run the ball, it might be wraps if they can run the ball. I'm not gonna lie, because if you get 120 yards on the ground and you're not really making Mahomes do a crazy amount, but when he does, obviously, he ends up being spectacular. The Chiefs could win going away, so that's why I'm back and forth. It's tough.
Okay, JJ, what about you? Who's your X factors?
For the Chiefs, well, aside from Mahomes, I think the X factor for them would be Kelsey for sure, in my opinion, because he's gonna get the most targets on that offense, in my opinion. Now, I think the other receivers are gonna step up because they always do. One of them always does, but mainly Kelsey, in my opinion. And on the Philadelphia side, I think it really, to be honest, is gonna be Devontae Smith, in my opinion, because I think they're gonna. Clearly, I don't know. It's always happens in Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure we all know the number one receiver usually doesn't go off in a lot of situations. It's usually always the number 2, maybe the number 3, or another guy on the field, because they're paying attention to the main threat on that offensive side. So I think Devontae Smith is really going to receive a lot less defensive attention, and they're gonna exploit that and use that to their advantage unless they change that. So
yeah, I feel you. For me, on the Chiefs side, it's actually going to be Isaiah Pacheco.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's going to be a lot harder for Mahomes to be Mahomes if he can't rely on Isaiah Pacheco out the backfield. So I feel like if Isaiah Pacheco can be just consistent and just be solid, that's going to make the defense have to respect it. And if you have to respect the run game against Mahomes, I'm not going to lie, I don't see a defense winning. Because usually with Mahomes, they haven't had to respect the run game really since Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
And that's when they should have won. Like, I know they didn't, but that was up until this 5,400 passing year, that was the best year Mahomes had. And they had
his first year, yeah.
Yeah, and they had a 1,400 yard rusher on the team. So, like, obviously Isaiah Pacheco's not going to be him, not going to be Kareem Hunt, but if he can just be like consistent in the run game, and the Eagles have to respect that now, and they actually can't just attack the passer every play. Yeah, it's I'm not gonna lie, that's a good night if they have to respect it. For the Eagles, for me, the X factor is going to be that D line, because I don't think they're going to be able to get after, in the same breath, Mahomes as they have been these other two quarterbacks. So I feel like they've had an easy road, to here, and I feel like they about to get their real test, and I don't think Hassan Reddick and these dudes is finna just go off on the Chiefs like they have been. This is probably the best O-line they faced as well.
Probably the best team, period, honestly.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, so that's really gonna come down. If they can get after Mahomes, even with the run game, then okay, cool. But till then, doubt it. So that's just for me. I also wanted to ask y'all. So obviously we talked about the X factors, but what does this do? So we're gonna start with the Chiefs. What does this do for Mahomes if he wins, and then what does it do for him if he loses?
If he wins, if he wins, he's gonna be in like rare air, because there's not that many quarterbacks that have won multiple Super Bowls. There's not that many. Like, if you win one, you're lucky. If you win two, you're like
blessed. And then after
that, you're like extra lucky.
Because I think what I'm not counting old.
I don't know how many quarterbacks,
because we know Terry Bradshaw. Because Terry Bradshaw has 4, Staubach, but I don't really want to count the old heads, because it wasn't because of them. He was just the quarterback.
But then do you count Eli Manning?
Well, yes, to an extent.
Yeah.
Yes, to an extent. Eli, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always gonna count Eli's, because whatever you want to say, he still had to perform in those Super Bowls, and he did. And 07, okay, whatever. 100%. But 2011 was definitely.
And he beat Brady twice.
That's OD.
They did beat.
You know what I mean? So. But Elway, he got his at the end of his career. Peyton got his second one at the end, and everybody else pretty much got one. So
exactly, who wins 2 in their prime other than Brady?
And
even Brady,
Montana, maybe.
Montana. I forgot. Yeah, Montana too. But even Brady, I feel like the best versions of himself, he wasn't even winning Super Bowls though.
Yeah, I think the best versions of him, he lost.
Yeah, then he had 2 in his best.
Yeah. The very, very best, but then he's also 2. Been really, really good. Versus the Falcons year, he was suspended 4 games, but he was 28-2 that year. He was ridiculous.
That was the closest thing. That was the closest thing to the Aaron Rodgers type efficiency that we've ever seen yet.
Yeah,
but that was oh snap, he's got another prime in him now.
Yeah,
I think Brady has 2 peaks. He's probably one of the
Brady has
the only one that has 2 peaks, unless you want to. Nah, I wouldn't even say Aaron Rodgers.
I would lucky split his, because I've seen it multiple times already. I'm pretty sure y'all have too, but I'll split his career up into 3 parts, and I think in all 3 of those parts they have a peak, in my opinion. So,
I can agree, because
you could take multiple versions, 3 different versions of Brady, and you still get a Super Bowl in those outcomes. So
you still get a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In every single one of those versions, I don't think he's the GOAT in either one. He's probably pushing top 5.
Probably in the second.
Honestly, if I'm really keeping a buck though, because he's got 7.
Yep.
It's probably that last one that would probably still put him at 1. The middle one, it's probably top 5, but it's not the GOAT. And then that first one, he's looked at as a John Elway. Actually, nah, probably the Troy Aikman. Because you talk about the first 3 rings, right?
Yeah, because in the
Yeah, he's
first,
looking
in the
at like a
first one,
48
in the
in the
first
first
one,
three.
in the first one, we clearly know like he wasn't Tom Brady yet. But after that, you know, like you really start to realize that this man is actually legit. So in those other two,
Yeah, so
in my
but in the
opinion.
second one, he lost twice, and one of them he shouldn't have. If we really keep it above,
Yeah,
he
and then the
shouldn't.
second one,
If anything, he shouldn't have lost in 07.
but even in the
2011,
second
okay,
one,
whatever. But
even in the second one, statistically, bro, like he had everything locked down. It's just he didn't have Super Bowls. Like that's what it really was for me, which is like why I was like, go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers,
What about him?
perfect
Two
example.
peat.
That
Oh,
that
like
that like
best.
he has
I
the
got
one
you.
Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
yeah.
Statistics is crazy. Look at Aaron Rodgers. Some people don't even have a top 5.
Which
I
is
think, which is
He
nuts.
beat,
Which
he
is
beat,
Aaron
is
Rodgers,
nuts.
Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, has a top 5 QB peak. So like,
yeah, but
higher
I'm
than
saying
that.
he
Yeah,
put
I
to
was gonna say
5.
probably
hey,
higher
you
than
think
that.
what? You think it's top 3? I'm not opposed to you saying top 3. It's really, it's really high.
I think it's
if you just take that second
definitely
portion of the
top 3.
career you're
Yeah.
talking about, if you just take that second portion, nobody's questioning. They're taking Montana. They're taking Peyton. He's in that. Who would you rather have, Drew, Aaron, or Brady? That's where he's.
Are they? Are they?
That's where he'd
Though?
be circling.
Drew,
If you
Aaron, or
just
Brady?
if we divide his career in 3,
Doesn't
just like
Brady
you were
have like
talking about.
38,000 yards in that second stint?
Yeah,
No,
but
I'm
I'm saying
hold on,
he only has one ring in that second thing you're talking
Wait,
about,
G-Baby,
right?
when we say second stint, what year we started?
07 or 06, if you want to take the year.
So
before.
06 to like what?
So you don't think, you don't think like 07 Brady's not one of the best quarterbacks ever?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the way people look at him. That's one ring because Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterback ever. One ring. Drew Brees.
So you're saying take those?
Because he said
Because
Oh,
like
okay, I was
separated, because I
so-
think he has
I
three.
was
I
so
think he has 3
confused.
P's. I think he has
Yeah.
three.
Yeah, so if you're
I
talking
was so
about that
confused for a
second,
second.
if you're talking
Now-
about just
now-
that second peak,
Oh, I understand.
he's probably in the 5 range.
He's
Because I'm probably still
viewed
taking
like
it over
Aaron Rodgers.
Elway.
No,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understand.
I would definitely,
Honestly, he's viewed like Breeze and Rodgers.
I don't know though, bro. Because like I agree to an extent, but then I also think about what he's done in that entire stint for me, and it's like, bro, you're right about that Rodgers
So then let
statistic
me ask
comparison,
you.
but like his statistics, in my opinion, were still like grander. You know
So
what I
then let
mean?
me ask you,
Yeah.
where are you stopping the second peak?
Yeah, that depends. Because if you stop at 2014, that's when he won his 4th ring. So then,
Yeah.
like, if you're doing from
He only had
06
one-
to 13, then it's no ring.
From 2007 to
No ring.
2014, he only has one ring, and that's in 14.
In 14. That's what
So
I'm saying.
that's
So if
why-
you cut it all,
That's where I assumed you stopped it because of the one ring. Because he won 3, I would say, in his third peak. So if
Yeah,
you,
he won.
if you,
He won 3. He won 3 in his third peak for sure. Wait,
Yeah,
in 15
so-
he won right after that, right?
Yeah, he won right after.
Yeah.
No.
15 they
He
lost
won
to-
16.
yeah,
He
16
won
to
16.
28. Yeah,
Okay, so
16
no,
to
we stopping
28.
at 15. We stopping at 15, and then you go to 16. No,
Okay, well, 15 they lost to the Broncos. In the
So
playoffs.
16
So it's
and
still
up.
one ring.
16 and up, he has what? 4 rings?
3.
yes, 3.
3?
16,
Yeah,
18,
because
20.
16, 18. Yeah, what he just said. 16, 18,
Yeah.
20.
And he lost 1.
And he lost.
He lost one to
one.
the Eagles.
Yeah. So 4 trips, 3 out of 4. The first one was 3 out of 3. It was just 3 and 4 years. And then the second one is 1 and
Hey, the third one should have been 2, but you know.
Matt Ryan.
You
so
know.
that's a different conversation.
All right,
You
bro.
know.
Yeah, stop, bro.
Hey, I'm just saying it should have been 2, but you know.
Bro, but like either way, my point is,
Can I ask you a question, JJ? When you're sitting there
Oh my god.
no, I'm not even not even when they're coming back. When you're sitting there with 6 minutes left in the third quarter and you see the score is 28-3, how are you feeling?
You talking hella man, huh?
you really want
Yeah.
to know?
I want to know because I remember vividly watching the game and I'm sitting there like, this shit is horrible. This is
I
horrible.
was tuned out. Yeah,
I was tuned out. I was like, yeah, and then they ended up coming back. So I want
Once
to know
the fourth quarter came around,
I'm gonna break it down for you.
break it down to me as a
Let's-
Falcons
yeah.
fan.
Let's hear this.
And then we can go back to this because I gotta answer that pest.
Yeah.
But look, I was at a Super Bowl party. I was eating good. It was already at halftime. I was like, yo. I was like, it's over with this for y'all. Brady's a fraud. Like, go ahead.
Brady's
cut
a
it.
fraud. Is
They're not
crazy.
winning nothing. You see, that's what he gets for not playing those 4 games. And now we paying him back. We paying him back because he wants to do the Deflategate stuff, and now he doesn't get to win the Super Bowl. I was so happy, bro. You know, I'm up here ecstatic. I'm watching the game. And I'm like, yeah. So then I start chilling, sitting back, and you start seeing the little ramp up. They start scoring. I'm like, all right, what are we doing? Like, can we start running the football, guys? Like, what are we doing? Come on, Kyle. Like, no more antics. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to throw the ball and all. You know, just keep running up the score on them. But let's just be real. Let's just win the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. They score. Then I'm like, all right, we're good. 3 and out. They score again. All right, we're still good. You know what I'm saying? 3 and out on us. Julian Edelman. I swear on my mom, on everything I love. I watched that. I was like, that's a drop. They're not going to call that. I was like, all right, we good. We good. That's a drop. I sit there and say, that's a catch. I almost got up and left, bro. I'm not going to lie.
That's when you knew you lost? That's when you knew you lost?
No, I knew we lost. Is when it went to OT and the coin flip went their way. I said, it's over with. Because they drove down the field. And our defense at that point was so like they couldn't do anything because they were just they act like they didn't know how to play football anymore. When Bro ran it in, when James White ran it in, I was already out the building, bro. It was already over. I almost cried, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
How mad were you?
I almost burned my Falcons gear. I really was like on the verge of really just switching over to the Browns at that point. Like I was already like,
why the Browns? The Browns is crazy.
I was already rocking with them when RG3 was there the year before. You know what I'm saying? And then not that year before. When RG3 was there, it was that year. Yeah. And so then after that, I was like, you know what? They're on the come up. They really can't get worse than this. I said, I'm about to see a team that's going to be good. You know, let's just go ahead and leave the Falcons behind because they're not good at football, clearly. And let's go join the Browns, you know.
That's so funny because that's exactly how I became a Sixers fan. Not the loss and all that, just because I saw they were ass. And then I was like, they're going to be good eventually. So let me just, you know what I'm saying? And I was new to the NBA. So
bro.
Not,
oh, my God.
So let me ask the two people who aren't fans right here. Let me ask you a question.
I was eating good, too.
Just watching and putting yourself in a position as a fan, which one is worse? 28-3 or Minnesota Miracle? If you're the losing team fan, put yourself in that position as a losing team fan. So you're either a Saints fan for Minnesota Miracle or you're 28-3 Falcons fan. Which one is worse in your opinion?
Oh man!
Can I ask JJ a question? Do the Falcons have a Super Bowl?
No, they don't.
They don't?
In their history,
okay.
We don't
no, then the Falcons is way worse. The Falcons is way worse. It's way worse.
You talking about just as
worse,
as a fan, like you have to sit there and experience your team either lose, like Dawson Dolphins and Nigel Steelers. If the Steelers lost in the Minnesota Miracle or they lost blowing a 28-3 lead,
I might
your
say
team.
No, 28-3 is worse because like let's say Minnesota Miracle was one bullshit ass play, bro. 28-3. Do you know how much shit has to go wrong?
Bro, we were all right. No funny stuff. We were in the disco when we broke it down because y'all remember how mad I was that day at G Baby. I'm not gonna lie because of what he was, all the stuff that he said. We broke it down.
28-3. Figure it out. Get it
done. No. It's not even that. We broke it down to the the actual details of what happened in that game, and there was nothing that you could have said that could have been put on Matt Ryan.
Okay,
on all that stuff, right?
Y'all always love to say run the ball. Can you not just say that the run game wasn't that effective?
Well, that's a lie. That's a lie, though, because in the first half, Devontae Freeman acted like he was freaking prime Marshawn.
I'm talking in the second half. Were y'all not always in 3rd and 8s and 3rd and 7s?
Bro, we didn't. It's not even that wasn't effective, bro. We didn't run the ball on the first down, bro. Like, we weren't running the ball on the first down.
Passing.
Like, we were throwing the ball because we were that, like, you said what?
So why couldn't you run our second down? And why couldn't you complete it on
G-Baby, that's not my point. That's what you keep saying, why couldn't we? Ask Kyle Shanahan, why did he drop a play to get Devontae Freeman or Tevin Coleman the ball?
Why couldn't Matt Ryan complete the pass? What that got to do with Kyle Shanahan?
He completed the pass and there were holding calls. No, you're being nasty. There were holding calls. There was multiple holding calls. So what that got to
do with Kyle Shanahan if your O-line can't block? Because you can hold on. You can hold on a run play too. So what's the difference?
Yo, bro, you're being nasty. You're actually being nasty right now. This is nasty.
Let me ask you.
What does that have to do with Kyle Shanahan? You really want to know?
Let me ask you a question, JJ. So if let's say I got the smartest coach in the world. Like this is the most XO. He any play he calls.
He had the best scoring offense in the league that year.
No. But hold on. Let me hear me out. So like you have the best coach in the league, right? He got all these design plays. We get to the game. All of a sudden, his old linemen just decide not to block anymore. Just forget. They just like the Monstars. They took their talent and forgot how to block. If a coach runs play design that are designed to work when you can block all your assignments, how is that on the coach if the O line can't?
Bro, G baby, because right after that holding call, right? Because I'm not a cookie now. Right after that holding call, and it went down and we were now on a third down. It's like 30 and whatever.
15, 20.
And we're over here in bad situations, and we're having to throw the ball. And Matt Ryan is trying his best to complete the passes, and your O-line already put you. We had the first down, and they will call that back because of what they're doing. Yeah, so you mean to tell me instead of just running the football so that we didn't get the holding call, because you can, but they're not going to call it because they're running the football. They're not going to call that.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. They call.
Bro, I'm not hearing that. You know how many times I've watched the O-lineman hold on a run play, and they don't, unless it's blatant, fully blatant, like they're over here holding their neck.
You know how many times I've seen them not call a holding call on a passing play when I've seen dudes get slammed down to the floor?
Bro, but it's more likely to happen on run. Bro, I'm gonna ask Nigel and I'm gonna ask Dawson right now. When are they more likely to call a hold on a pass play or on a run play?
We're gonna look it up right now.
I mean,
when y'all are watching the game, let's just be honest.
It has to be a pass play.
You would think, but we're gonna look it up.
I think it's got to be pass.
Yeah.
Bro, this man G Baby's being so nasty, bro. This is gross.
Because I mean, also just like think about like the ref's line of sight, like
the elite pass rushers. I just think like there's probably a lot more hold.
Yeah, that too. But then also it's like it's so much clutter when you're running the ball.
Oh, what did we see here?
Go ahead, show it. Please show this.
2019. I'm gonna put it in the chat. What does that say? It turns out that holding is more likely to be called on a running play. Bro, that's the first option that came up when I typed it in. It's an article from 2019.
Interesting.
Huh. Holding is. What is holding?
Actually, no.
I'm really trying to think about it. That doesn't even make sense to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That does not make sense to me.
Why not?
Do you know how much stuff is going down on the line of scrimmage for the ref to be able to see that it's a blatant like hold?
Yeah.
That's why I was saying like the ref's line of sight is it's clearer during a pass play because there's not as much clutter at the line of scrimmage. Like whoever's like the line judge or whoever's calling it. Like,
either way, what you're saying right now is still gross. Because at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, when we're calling pass plays and our O linemen are holding, when we shouldn't even be in the situation to even throw the ball. When we should just be trying to run the clock down and run it away. What are we doing? We're throwing the ball with the guy that's drawing up the plays that you're talking about. So whether or not they blocking or not, it doesn't matter because he wasn't supposed to call that play in the first place. They were supposed to run the football and get the game over with so that way Tom Brady can only have 6 and not 7.
I have a question. Let's say they run the ball on first down. Boom, tackle for loss. 2nd and 13.
That's a whole different story. But it didn't even look like that. It didn't look like that. But look, it didn't look like that in the first half because our run game was still effective in the first half. So why are we just not running the ball all of a sudden in the second half?
You do know that teams can make adjustments, and maybe Kyle Shanahan said, "Hey, maybe what if they loaded the box on a play?" And it was like, "Yeah, it makes no sense to run on an 8-man box. Let's try to throw the ball." And then the O-line couldn't block. I'm just saying it's not on Kyle Shanahan. That's not my point.
Yo, you're trying to find a way to cop out Kyle Shanahan like we didn't watch him do this with San Francisco as well.
What did he do with San Francisco?
When they went to the Super Bowl, did they not just lose? Is
it Kyle Shanahan's fault that Jimmy G missed?
The same way you like to pin 2 comeback losses on Matt Ryan, I'm pinning out Kyle Shanahan too. Did they not come back on them? Right, like you said. Oh, you're up in the game. You're up in the game. Get it done. It's fourth quarter. Get it done. Right? No. Like you said, get it done.
That's not what I said.
Get it done.
No, I said you're up 28-3. If you're up 17-14 in the fourth quarter, of course you can lose. That's
okay, but before what was the score? No. Before they scored the 14 points. What was the score? Just
it was only 10 points.
Remind me of the whole rundown of the 49ers game in the Super Bowl.
Are you talking about the Super Bowl? Were they not only up 10
against the Chiefs?
What? Yeah. What was the score? In the
it was 20-10.
Yeah, they were only up 10. That's easy. That's easy to come back from. That ain't no 25-point lead.
Yeah, especially when it's Mahomes who would literally come back from like 20.
And then it was a whole quarter, right? It was 15 minutes. A 2-possession game in 15 minutes is so easy to come by.
It wasn't a 4-possession game.
Yeah, like you up 4 possessions, get it done.
Also, I'm looking at the
it's really a possession and a half, but yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at the play-by-play real quick. So after they scored, so the Patriots scored a touchdown to make it 28-9, right? So then they went 15, or they went 3 and out. They went 3 and out. They passed. This I don't even have a because it's still.
It's the third quarter.
That's cool. That's cool. That's why I wasn't. I didn't say. I told you I wasn't tripping.
Right. But the next drive. All right, we've got the next drive was a fumble. The next drive was the strip sack. Which
that changed everything, bro.
That changed a lot.
Honestly, once I saw that, I was like, yeah, it's raps.
Yeah, once I saw that, I was like, yeah, it's time.
So, but once it went to 28-20, the next possession after they scored a touchdown. So there was the crazy catch by Julio, right, on the sideline.
Yeah.
And then that put him at like the 20.
That was a great play, right?
That was
amazing play. I didn't talk about that play though. That was an amazing play. We know Julio. We know that's Julio. That's Julio.
Okay.
That's Julio. So then they run the ball. They don't get anything, but they're still in field goal range. Who cares? Then they pass, why? Because at this
sack or holding.
Because at this point, it was a sack. But here, the Patriots were already starting to use timeouts because right after that, they called the timeout. They were already starting to use timeouts so they can have time when they get the ball back.
Okay.
So now it's like 3rd and 23. Now they've got themselves back into field goal range. They get a 9-yard pass. They get back to the what do they get back? The 25-yard line. Then you got the holding call, and then that backs them up even more. So for me,
that's not Kyle Shanahan's fault of the offensive line.
I'm running the ball.
Bro, this man is actually, bro. Can y'all call this man out?
G-Baby's just being nasty, dude.
Even after the sack, they were still in field goal range though, because they were at the 35. It's not like they were.
Yeah, they should have ran it.
Okay,
I run the ball. I make sure I'm at least in making field goal range.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Let's say they run the ball and they still call a holding penalty. Then what?
Well, then
what?
That's different, bro. Like I said, that's different, but that's less likely to happen, bro. I don't care what you say. That's less likely to happen.
Did I not just show you
that was in 2019? All right, show me what it was in 2016. If you can find that, show me what it was in 2016, please. I'm begging you, show me.
That was in 2019, after the 2016 thing. This was accumulated stats over the past decade. So yeah, it was in 2019.
Please, we read the play-by-play, and you knew what you said. Bro, do I have to?
G-Baby's so nasty.
We read the play-by-play to you, and he just did it. He slightly did it again. If he went to the last minute detail of each play, because there was so many.
Shanahan's fault.
There's so many penalties.
That the offensive line couldn't block anymore. It's not his fault. Just like it wasn't Bill.
So what I'm hearing is the O-line and Kyle Shanahan's fault. That's what you're telling me.
So let me ask you a question. Is it Bill Belichick's fault they lost to the Giants in 2007, or was it the O-line because they couldn't block?
It was more so the O-line.
O-line, right? Because as a coach, there's nothing you can. It's similar. It's similar because look, if you have an O-line, right, that's constantly getting holding calls, that's mental mistakes. That's physical mistakes. Bro, the coach can't go out. Wait. The coach can't go out there. The coach can't go out there and make them not hold.
Our O-line that year was not making those mistakes in the
like
entire season. We were one of the best. So when you tell me right now, so randomly in the Super Bowl, in the biggest stage, at the biggest moment, that's when they want to start acting like they were the worst, the bottom 32.
You know what that means to me? So you know what that means to me? Hey, the stage got a little too bright, and they couldn't. That's all that needs to be.
Yo, this man's nasty.
That's all that needs to be.
Very nasty.
Got up, they couldn't finish the job.
Here's the thing.
Pressure. They say pressure makes.
G-Baby, I want you to tell me right now. No, G-Baby, I need you to tell me right now. If you're the Falcons OC with the same mind as Kyle Shanahan, and we're in that third quarter, and you need to tell me right now, you're throwing the ball on multiple positions instead of running it. No. Answer my question.
Fourth. This was all in the fourth. The last part I read was in the fourth.
Okay, so for me, in that drive, that last drive that you were talking about, would I have ran the ball? Yes. Now, the other parts of the game, I'm not going to start play because the problem that people have is that you start playing too conservative. You start trying to keep a lead.
But that's
wait, JJ, hold up, JJ,
JJ,
hold up. I'm saying a lot of problems with coaches before is they'll get a big lead and they won't try to win the game. They'll just try to, let's just hold on. They start getting really conservative, and then they came back on anyway. So Kyle Shanahan, at that point, he's like, I don't want, wait, JJ. Kyle Shanahan is like, I don't want to get too conservative. So in the third quarter, you throw a pass play, I'm not tripping about that. Early in the fourth, I'm not tripping. Now, that last drive that you're talking about, yes, I would have ran the ball because Nigel just said they called a timeout. So me as a coach, I'm like, yes, let's make them use their timeouts. Exactly. That drive, if that's the only drive we talk about, cool. But we talk about all the drives in the second half.
This is where I'm about to catch you right here. I'm about to catch you right here. We're up 4 possessions in the game. Like I agree with you when you say you play too conservative because that's nasty. If all you're doing is running the ball like 4 downs a game, that's the equivalent of throwing the ball 4 times and not getting safety. That's the equivalent. What you're supposed to do at that point in the game, and Kyle Shanahan has demonstrated that he's been able to do that all throughout his San Francisco 49ers tenure, all throughout when he was the Falcons OC in the regular season. We've seen it multiple times. What he does, he knows to understand. Okay, we can throw the ball when we really need to. At the end of the day, we're gonna get a run play right here, right? Take a cool 4 yards. That's a good chunk right there. Get another 4 yards if we can. If we don't, throw the ball. It worked. It's been working throughout the entire season. Matt Ryan has been able to make good decisions with the ball. We saw what he did with Julio when he brought it all the way down to the 20, trying to keep us in the game. And then you're gonna tell me instead of running the football, you're gonna choose. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and just throw this ball. They're not expecting this. They don't know.
One of the run plays called back on a holding or
was a holding.
No. That was the okay. See, there's maybe the confusion there. The previous drive, the one in the third quarter, that was where they ran the ball and then they got a holding call and then it backed up the whole drive. This one, there was a sack. All right, there was a sack. It brought him back to the 35, which is still makeable field goal range. You're indoors. It's still makeable field goal range. So now you're at 3rd and 23. Yeah, 3rd and 23. Which, I mean, obviously you're not going to convert, but the goal isn't even to convert. The goal
is just to get closer.
To stay in field goal range. You have to stay in field goal range because keep in mind, it's an 8-point game. So if you get a field goal, the game, even with Brady, the game might be over. Because you need 2 possessions at that point.
You said it's an 8-point game. That's 11 points now, bro. The game is done. The game is done.
And I literally just said
you have Matt Bryant. You have Matt Bryant sitting on the sideline getting ready to kick. And don't keep in mind, he's still one of the better kickers in the league, like top 5 in my opinion. But y'all might think different, but he is top 5 in my opinion. Regardless,
it's a kicker. So JJ, that's why I said on that specific drive. Yes, I would have ran the ball.
There's multiple.
But that's not the only drive we talk about.
There was multiple preventions for them to even not be able to score. If anything, the max they should have scored was at least a touchdown and a field goal. That's the max that should have happened. Instead, we allowed them to score multiple touchdowns on top of that.
So again, I'm going to say on that drive, yes, you have the 35. It's 30-23. Just run the ball, get on the hash mark that your kicker prefers, get some positive yards. And then let's kick this field goal. It's a long one, but hey, you can make it, right? That drive. The other drives, like the middle of the third, early fourth, I don't care if you're throwing the ball because at that point, you're not trying to be too conservative, right? That's my only thing.
You don't throw the ball.
Wait. No, we just went through it. There was drives that they tried running the ball. They got a holding call, so they had to throw it at that point, right?
That was one time.
I'm just saying I'm not about to run the ball 4 times. Is my point. I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that either. But I'm not running the ball once.
Okay, they did though. I just told you they tried, but they got called back. So you get a long. It's the middle of the third. Any coach is throwing the ball on a 3rd and long. I'm sorry. It is what.
Okay, we know this. So I'm not disregarding that. I'm not disregarding that. That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Early in the that little middle of the third and early fourth, I'm not really tripping on the play calls. It's really just that one drive. But that's just me. Also, too. JJ, does Kyle Shanahan call the defense?
Bro, you got it, bro. I'm not doing this. This is nasty. I'm not doing this.
I'm just asking a question. Does he call the defense? Matter of fact, who was the defense coordinator there?
Oh, I gotta go look that up. I forgot.
I'll look it up for you. Was it Raheem?
No, I don't think.
It was another guy before that.
I'll look it up.
Somebody else, and then it was Raheem Morris. But by the way,
Dan Quinn was also calling a majority of the defensive plays as well.
Yeah,
that year.
And it was Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn was also
the coach, but I mean,
he was the head coach. Was he calling the plays?
He was calling a lot of the defensive plays as well. Like
who was
the defensive coordinator was Richard Smith.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Raheem Morris was the assistant head coach on wide receivers.
Oh, okay. And then he became WC.
It was Kyle Shanahan and Matt LaFleur was the quarterbacks coach. Okay, so.
Oh my gosh, bro!
You're blaming Kyle Shanahan a lot. You're blaming Kyle Shanahan a lot.
Offensive, bro. You don't put your defense in positions like that, G baby. That's the problem. You don't put your defense in positions for them to do this. Like, what the heck?
Nigel, are you still on the drives?
Yeah.
Can you tell me how long those Patriots drives were? Can you tell me how long those Patriots? Can you tell me how long those Patriots drives were, please?
Hold on. Yeah, I got you.
After they got down 28-3, because I know the Falcons scored in the third quarter. I know they scored.
I'll be honest, they only had one short drive. The other ones were 75-91.
Oh my
75.
God.
And how many plays?
Like, let me see. Like 13. Okay, sorry.
You don't put your defense in positions like that, bro. Like, what 13, are we doing?
So basically, Tom Brady was just dotting y'all
13, 8, and 8?
Yeah, the only 13, 10, and 8. The only break that they got was when Matt Ryan fumbled and they got the ball at like the 25.
Yeah, that was the short one. So the way I see it, my offense spotted me 28 points. I can't stop a 13-play drive. I had no problem stopping it in the first half. Why can't I do it in the second? I can't stop it. You can't stop a 10-play drive? The 90. Wait. Was one of the plays when they punted it down to like the 8-yard line and they still went and scored on that drive? You said a 91.
That was the Edelman one. That was the one where Edelman caught that because you were like backed up.
Because we literally had them. I remember because we literally had them in our grasp, and this man Edelman still wants to go act like he's Randy Moss or something, and wants to catch every ball that's thrown to him now. So
if anything, I'm looking more at Dan Quinn and the defensive coordinator more than I'm looking at the offense did its job. It scored 28 points. The defense is the one that's old. So we quick to blame Kyle Shanahan. I'm blaming old boy that defense coordinator a lot more.
So we can't find a way to keep our defense off the field though. I'm just asking you because I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
Maybe if your defense could have got off the field if they stopped them from getting 13.
No, but I could have sworn as an offense because I don't know if I'm tripping right now, guys. But I could have sworn as an offense, the defense's job is to get the offense back on the field, and the offense's job is to keep the defense off the field as long as possible. And so, from what I'm seeing, is that the defense was on the field a long time while the offense wasn't able to stay on the field long enough.
Okay,
especially
when you said the defense.
Especially when your offense is like a top 3 offense, maybe top 1 offense in the league.
JJ, I got you. Isn't you just said right now that defense's job is to get the other offense off the field, right? That's what you just said. I'm asking for clarification. You just said that the defense's job is to keep the
offense right back on the field and the offense's job is to keep the defense off the field as long as possible.
So the defense's job is to get their same offense right back on the field, right? That's what you said. They failed at their job in the second half.
So fatigue doesn't play a factor into that at all whatsoever.
They didn't have a problem stopping them in the first half. What happened in the second? Because the Falcons scored in the third quarter, did they not?
They scored a touchdown, yes.
Yes, so
because it was 21-3.
It was 21-3 at half. The offense gave you a 25-point lead. You mean to tell me you couldn't get one stop? You didn't have a problem doing it.
No, we didn't get a stop. Nigel, go! Please go tell them we didn't get a stop because we got to stop. We got to stop.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. You got to stop early in the third quarter. I'm sorry. You're right. You got to stop.
So after that, G baby. Fatigue is supposed to play. Fatigue plays a role into this stuff.
After they got the stop, because didn't the Patriots get the ball at half?
No, the Falcons got it at half.
So the Falcons got it at half. They punted. So JJ, we're gonna walk through this, and don't be quick to interrupt. Watch. So the Falcons got the ball at half. They punted. The Patriots got the ball at half. The defense stopped them, punted, and then the Falcons did their job and scored. And then after that, the defense couldn't get another stop. I'm putting that more blame on the defense for blowing a 25-point lead. The offense gave. It's not like the defense gave them 5 turnovers.
Bro, I don't disregard what you said because I said the defense was trash. I said in the second half, after that, I've been saying for the longest that our defense was not good. I said that to you when I was getting mad. Dawson's heard this too. I said our defense was not good in the second half after that play. But at the same time, there's no way.
I agree with that, baby.
I think they deserve more blame than Kyle Shanahan. Everybody's quick to go to Kyle.
Bro, you're just trying to save Kyle Shanahan. No, we're not saving Kyle Shanahan right now, bro.
No. I'm not saving Kyle Shanahan. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say, you know what, the Falcons defense, bro, they sold. Well, why don't they ever get
I've said that. I've said that.
No, it's always
the first name that's brought up is Matt Ryan, and then the second one is Kyle Shanahan.
Who brings that up though? Especially you. You have no room to be talking right now.
I do bring it up.
Because you say that. You say that no matter what. No matter what, Ryan. You think Matt Ryan's tied to blowing leads when literally it's the defense and Kyle Shanahan for not running the football in the second half, bro.
Because it's funny to troll Matt Ryan because especially this season he did it again. He was up 33-0 and did it again. That's why it's funny to troll Matt Ryan.
That is funny. You can't.
It's funny. Twice.
It's disingenuous, but it's funny.
But overall, the defense, just like I'll give y'all and I'm gonna bring it back to this one. You want to know why people criticize the Chargers offense more than the defense? Because the defense spotted the Chargers offense 5 turnovers. As a defense, there's nothing more you should not be asking the defense to give you more than 5 turnovers. Bro, they did their job. The Falcons defense, they weren't forcing turnovers like that. All we asked them to do was get one stop a second stop in the second half.
I mean, you're talking about in the first half. I know they had the fumble. I know what's his name fumbled, LeGarrette Blount, and then they had
a pick six.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, it wasn't like the Chargers.
Yeah,
that's why. Yeah.
But like you up 28-3, like as a defense, you like at least Trevor Lawrence.
You can keep on roasting him. Keep on roasting because I have no problem with you saying this. Our defense was fatigued. They were young. All that stuff. They were bad in the second half. I do not disagree with that.
So my overall point is, if we're going to give a certain out of 100%, if we're going to dictate blame, I believe 50% should go to the defense.
Cool.
I believe 30% should go to Matt Ryan, and I believe
never mind. I'm done. You lost me. You lost me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You lost me right there.
I just said I misspoke. Let me say it again. Out of 100%, I believe the defense should get like 55. I believe Kyle Shanahan should get like 30, and I believe Matt Ryan should get like 15. Because at the end of the day, he's still the quarterback. That's what I believe.
You're nasty. I'm sorry. You're nasty. Because I swear, if Mahomes was in that situation and Mahomes did everything he could, no, you're not killing him. Because if he loses again, watch. If he loses against the Eagles, right, and he had a good game just like Matt Ryan did, but they still lost because of some crazy blown lead or something like that, or they just lost in general. Mahomes got a good game.
Wait, is it?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Matt Ryan still put them in the position to win the game. He balled out that game. Hey guys, we can all agree that Matt Ryan balled out that game. Yes or no? He played amazing football that game, right?
The first 2.5 quarters he did, yes.
You got it, bro. That's all I got to say.
So, JJ,
you got it.
JJ, here's the difference. There's a difference between blowing a 28-3 lead and blowing like a 10-point lead. So if Mahomes comes out here and blows a 4-possession lead, I don't give a fuck what's happening. I'm killing him. But if it's like a 10-point game and they just come back, I'm not killing Mahomes for that. If Matt Ryan would have lost to Brady, but they were only up 20-10 or 28 to
like the Seahawks,
like the 17. Seahawks. Yeah. They were only up 28-17. I wouldn't be killing Matt Ryan for that. That was plenty of time for Brady. No, they was up 25 points, my guy. And they scored in the third quarter.
I'm not hearing nothing you're saying right now. This is nasty.
Wait, what's the nasty part now? What's the nasty part now?
Yeah,
bro, because he's just telling me right now. You're telling me right now, since Matt Ryan's up 25 points per game, since he's up 25 points in the game, right? Mm-hmm. And at that point, because I'm not even expecting Brady to sit there and still try to throw more touchdowns than what he has to. Because I literally watched him do it when he was on the Bucs. He didn't have to do more than what he had to. They just scored. His defense played solid, and then they won the game. As simple as that. That's all it was, right? So why am I all of a sudden expecting Matt Ryan to go out there and sit there and say, after I put up 21 points in the first half, 14 points in the first half and a touchdown in the second half, for me to sit there and say, since we have a sizable lead, why am I still expected to sit here and throw the ball multiple times in the second half and win the game? And it's not even my fault. I put us in a position to win. I put us in perfect positions. I threw the ball to Julio and put us on the 20 for us to kick a field goal, and we still didn't get it. What do we do? Why am I putting him down on him? Why? Why would I do that?
I just told you 50% goes to the defense.
Okay, but why does 15% even touch Matt Ryan's name? You tarnishing his name and he put the ball on the 20-yard line, G baby.
Do you think he should get 0? Do you think he should get 0?
You think Matt Ryan should get zero?
At max, because he obviously every quarterback has a missed cue or something like that. At max, he gets like 3%.
Like he did fumble on a
3%.
third.
At max, he gets 3%. At max, he gets
3%. Now you losing me.
After that, what goes on?
All right, we get. I'm not
Hey,
gonna lie.
I want to let y'all know though. There's a big okay, got you. But you're just nasty, bro. Because this is gross. I'm sorry, bro.
So.
And wait.
I'm not gonna lie.
Before you say this, I need these guys' opinions for real. If y'all are doing this, if y'all are breaking this down percentage, I really need to see how y'all feel about.
I think the way I broke it down was perfectly fine.
Gross.
I don't.
55, 30, and 15.
I don't hate. Like at first, you maybe was being nasty, but once he started like not being too, I'm not too mad at that.
So you're not close to 15%.
Oh shit!
I got it. Yeah, we got it. Well, I just don't want to interrupt you.
I just saw that too. But
yeah, I got you.
Let's see. I'd give probably more to the defense. Honestly, I'd probably give like 65 or something, because
that's just pitiful. That's pitiful.
OD.
We got it. We know that. So
OD.
My real thing is how much you giving to Matt Ryan. That's really y'all need. Okay, I know how much you giving to. I know how much you giving to.
I said 15. 10. You the quarterback of the team. Okay, so 10.
That fumble, you gave them a touchdown. Like, come on. Like you gave them a touchdown. I can't.
Hey, you don't fumble. They would have been down 28-14 instead of 28-20.
Dawson, let me know, bro.
Or 20.
Break the percentages. Yeah, break the percentages now for me.
Defense, Kyle Shanahan, Matt Ryan. Those are the three.
Kyle Shanahan gets 50, bro.
You're giving Kyle Shanahan 50?
That's my guy.
Yes. He gets at least.
I'm gonna tone it down a little bit, but see, he did.
No, you know what?
So how much are you giving the defense? How much?
I was about to say, you know what? All the coaches fucking 50 combined. Defensive coordinator, coach, all of them combined is half of it. Right?
Dan Quinn was the head coach, and he is a defensive guy.
Yes.
Nope.
50% on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan gets 25%.
See, I didn't even say that.
That's a fat. Oh my god.
What's the other 25?
You gotta be trolling me right now. You gotta be trolling me.
No, listen.
You gotta be messing with me right now.
Matt Ryan gets 25, right?
Explain.
The defense gets 15, and the O-line gets 10.
That's OD. That's way worse.
Yeah, that's way worse.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was on my side. That's worse than what D-Baby said. Please.
Nah, listen.
Yeah.
You gave the defense 15?
You gave Matt Ryan 25.
Yeah,
all right, what's your reason behind that? What's your reasoning behind that?
Because I can't lie. This might sound gross. But besides the pass to Julio Jones, I can't remember jack shit they did in the fourth quarter on offense.
Oh my god!
I can't remember a single play, bro.
Can you remember what they did in the third quarter either? Can you remember what they did in the third quarter either?
No, I can't. I just can't. Like, no, I'm being serious. Name another offensive play. Name another offensive play in the second half of the Falcons, bro.
I know that Tevin Coleman had a touchdown. I know that.
Besides that, no, when they went up 28-3, besides the
Julio there were two crazy Julio catches. I don't know if the first one was in the first half or if it was in like the fifth quarter or something.
Yeah.
Then there was the Julio.
I swear I don't remember a single thing the Falcons
did.
I remember the penalties.
All right, bro. Let's just move on, bro. Y'all got it, bro.
Well, I mean, we got off on a tangent, but we about to wrap up the show. So basically, I want to know final regular season podcast of the year. Who is your 2023 Super Bowl champions? Dawson.
Chiefs.
JJ.
Eagles.
Damn, I got a pick. Oh, that's Chiefs. I'm gonna do it. I'll switch up.
And I'm going with Patrick Mahomes. It helps fit the agendas. And I get to troll Dub. If they lose.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, better not.
I want the Eagles to win.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind if the Eagles won, but hey.
Y'all better not let me come back in here next week and I'm the only one that picked the Eagles, right? Because it's gonna be.
I mean, I don't care enough. You know what's like? This ain't my team. I don't care enough.
You know what's crazy? This man Russell Westbrook last night had a free ticket to LeBron's record-setting night, and then get his ass traded.
Well, that's what I was about to bring up. Even though this is a football show, the Lakers have now got D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and Jared Vanderbilt, and the Timberwolves get Mike Conley In a second round. They don't even get a first round. They get a second round.
I hope y'all know.
I can't lie. The Timberwolves are the biggest losers in this trade. And
I'm just glad that GM they took from the Nuggets.
Yeah,
yes, they are. Stop. I'm gonna get to it in a second.
I think Westbrook on the Jazz. I think that's good for both.
No, he's getting bought out. He's getting bought out.
Yeah, he's getting bought out.
No, yeah, they said if he gets to the Jazz. No.
Hey, Westbrook comes to Miami.
Hey, so look,
why would you want that?
But look,
we have Kyle Lowry.
Here is my elaborate plan.
I'm gonna get to all that.
Here's my elaborate plan. So first off, for the Lakers. Shout out to Jeannie Buss for finessing the trade. The Timberwolves, hey, y'all took our GM or whoever he was from the Nuggets.
Facts.
And I guess the second they walk into a Minnesota Timberwolves franchise, they just get stupid. Because you got rid of D'Angelo Russell and all that basically for Mike Conley in the second round pick. You got rid of Malik Beasley, probably your best shooter. You got rid of Jared
Malik Beasley's on the Jazz.
I'm sorry. Where's Jared Vanderbilt? Is he on the Jazz or the
They're all on the Jazz. They're all on the Jazz.
Okay, they went to the Jazz in the Rudy.
Beasley and Vanderbilt were on the Jazz.
Okay, so they basically traded D'Angelo Russell for Mike Conley. That's basically what they did.
I mean, which is not that bad because he's a better for them in my opinion.
Mike Conley averages 10 points and 7 assists.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. That's you're thinking too much about what he does. You're thinking about too much what he does as a scorer.
No, he's not. No. But here's my thing: you're trading for a worst player. You're trading for a worst player who's more expensive and has another year on the contract.
Okay, now let me break this down. Let me break it down. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I was gonna break it down though.
Go ahead, Dawson.
The fact that the Lakers got defense and shooting. And D'Lo can score, get his own.
He's another player
the
initiator.
Lakers clearly won.
Yeah, we know the Lakers won. No, we know the Lakers won.
We know that.
The Jazz are the ones with the first round pick. So
bro, my thing is the Jazz, in my opinion.
I think Russell Westbrook is going to start on the Jazz, and I think he's going to play well.
He's getting bought out.
I mean,
why do I keep thinking he's not, bro?
He's not going to play on the Jazz. He's not going to be able. He wouldn't even fit. In my opinion, he wouldn't fit. He wouldn't fit with the Jazz. He wouldn't fit with the Jazz anyways, because he's a guy. The floor spacing over there is still going to be pretty bad with Russell Westbrook on the court, no matter what.
So they basically got Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt from the Jazz for their 2027 first round pick.
That's what they really want. That's what they care about for real. Because what they really care about is getting Victor Wembanyama over there. I just want y'all to know that. That's what Danny Ainge is thinking about the entire time is getting Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, we were good at all.
I mean, he has a billion picks.
Yeah, like we were good and all. You know, we were good and all for this thing. That was fun. We got to move.
Gonna be willing to trade out of that first round pick. But
I mean, the Lakers.
Bro,
the Lakers got rid of their.
They got the Timberwolves pick.
The Lakers got rid of their 6 man to add 3 players that will play.
And my whole thing is that's great. That's oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Lakers are the ones about for winning. The Timberwolves.
You say the Timberwolves
starting, right? D'Lo's definitely.
He most likely starting.
Dennis Schroeder off the bench.
And that's still good. That's still great.
So what it's gonna look like? Russell,
D'Lo, Patrick Beverly.
It's gonna be D'Lo. No, it's gonna be D'Lo.
LeBron. And if they want to run AD, if they want
they'll probably run Vanderbilt. Yeah, they'll probably run Vanderbilt and AD. Or they'll run Rui. Or they'll run Rui for more floor spacing and get Vanderbilt off the bench.
Hey, the Lakers roster now looks decent. I can't.
Yeah, it's way deeper. They fill a lot of holes. My thing about the Mike Conley thing is and
they get rid of that nasty Westbrook contract.
Yeah. My thing about Westbrook, the Conley thing is you were talking about his scoring. And one, that was not what he was supposed to do over there. He was just able to get a shot off when they needed him to. And he was a great play initiator for them, which is what he can do with the Timberwolves, that D'Lo wasn't doing to the best of his extent.
So we're going to reunite
Mike Conley
and Rudy Gobert. And just, instead of Donovan Mitchell, it's Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I get that.
I mean,
like, it's still not bad. Because look, if you really been paying attention. No, wait. If you've been paying attention, just listen. If you've been paying attention to Mike Conley and D'Angelo Russell on that team, when it comes to him initiating plays, he hasn't been able to distribute the ball as well as he should have been able to with those guys on his squad. And more so, that's because of fit with that whole what's it called, having the ball in their hands with Anthony Edwards and Cat having the ball in their hands. But now Mike Conley is not as bad as.
So who's the second option on the team? Who's the second option
on the Timberwolves?
Yeah, Wildcat's out. Who's the second option?
Wildcat's out.
No. While he's out, who's the second option? Rudy Gobert.
Isn't it bum-ass Rudy? That's what I'm saying.
No, but here's
I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be split between those two, and I'm not opposed to that because Mike Conley can make shots, and he's able to shoot as well.
JJ, did you just say
Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley, bro?
Did you just say Mike Conley? Wait,
that was
Mike
Conley.
Wait, JJ, did you just say Mike Conley as your second option? Isn't Mike Conley like 37?
No, it's being split though. I'm saying like it more towards Rudy, but Mike Conley's points per game are gonna go up. All the stuff, everything that he does is gonna go up, and it's gonna be. He's not as bad as y'all make him seem. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
JJ, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Mike Conley's been in the league for 16 years.
If Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert, if Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert are splitting, if Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert are splitting the second option duties, is that a play?
You're not making the play-in,
bro. Y'all are severely downplaying what Mike Conley could do with the basketball in his hands. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not acting like this man's a 20-point per game scorer. He doesn't need to be that.
Yeah, 2013.
No, but here's my thing.
He doesn't need to be a 20-point per game scorer. All he has to do is just get it done.
Complicated than it needs to be. We're making this way more complicated than it needs to be. D'Lo,
he shoots 40% from the field.
D'Lo was expiring. They were not going to give him an extension. Like they've been talking about this for a while. They were not going to extend him because he was going to command too much money. They weren't going to extend him. They needed to get something because they were just going to. I mean, they were just going to lose him.
If I was them, I wouldn't have put him in the trade, and I would have sent D'Lo somewhere else. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have said yes to this trade. I would have sent D'Lo somewhere else and got better value. It got better value.
Bro, I feel like you're truly severely downplaying Mike Conley because there was a
bad contract.
The Pelicans were also looking for a guy like Mike Conley because they actually needed that guy to be a guard that could distribute.
Send D'Lo to
the
Pelicans.
They need.
Bro,
they're not doing that. That's too much of a contract
over
there too. Yeah,
they do have too much money. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Mike Conley is also a big contract. It's better, bro.
I feel like the Timberwolves for sure lost that. For sure.
If they were trading D'Lo, they were going to get a Mike Conley. I'd seen mock trades to the Heat. They were going to get a Kyle Lowry. Like they were going to get one of these.
If y'all were being honest, if we're being honest here,
expensive contract.
If we're being honest here, like no troll stuff. I personally believe, and I feel like that should be consistent. Everyone knows that the Jazz lost, but I think they're trying to get worse on purpose, which is not a problem.
Not
for
the
me.
Jazz. No, the Jazz are doing what they were supposed to be doing at the start of the
year. But I mean, but they did what they wanted. So what you're saying that's a win for
them? Timberwolves. It's the Timberwolves.
So what you're saying that's a win for them?
Because the Jazz coming into the year, they were supposed to be taken for Victor. They just started overperforming. The Timberwolves put $400 million in two centers that can't be the best player on the championship team. So this is a loss for them. Because they just got worse.
I think they need to trade Cat. In my opinion, if Cat wasn't hurt, they would have tried to find a way to trade him. But you can't trade players.
You know why? But you know what's? You know why? Because you can't trade Rudy because you just got him.
Yeah, I'm trading Cat. Personally, either way, I would trade Cat anyways.
But they just paid Cat $200 million. They wouldn't trade that.
When did they pay
just
that?
paid him.
Right, they did this offseason.
They did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this offseason. Yeah, they just did.
I think they would look into it still, G baby.
Yeah, I'm not. By next season, I'm not gonna lie.
Seeing the fit with Gobert, I think
they paid him. They paid him once they got the new general manager from Denver. He's not gonna trade him. They paid him after he got there.
If anything, that makes it more likely because that man don't have no loyalty to Cat. He just went there.
Then why would he pay him?
And then he made the Gobert.
But he paid him after he got there and then traded for Gobert.
Because eventually you got to pay them. All those guys from those class had to get paid because Devin Booker got paid. All these guys had to get paid.
I hear you, but I'm just saying, old boy went there for Cat and paid him. He wouldn't have took that Timberwolves job if he didn't think he believed in Cat. Well, he had Jokic.
Any guy that takes a GM job is thinking about what's best for the team.
He had a bigger role with the Timberwolves.
Cat may have been on his mind. Cat may have been on his mind, but any person that pulls up that gets a GM spot is thinking about what's best for the team. And so if Cat's not going to be best for your team in the future, you snip him.
I think he already had that in the back of his head. I think so. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on his next.
Either way, we know the Timberwolves aren't making the play-in, so it doesn't matter.
Bro, someone just said
the play-in.
Nah, they're not making the play-in. Especially if the Lakers actually become what they should be now.
I hate this because now the Lakers.
I hate it too.
This is horrible.
I like it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We finally get our, we finally, our king LeBron finally broke the record. He got a tight. He broke the tight-end, and
listen.
He broke the record now. You know what I'm saying? Now they're like, after the record, now we're gonna go for a final.
Listen. This is why G Baby doesn't like it. Because the Nuggets are sitting
Nuggets
up
are six.
there.
Nuggets are six.
Nuggets are sitting up there
Nuggets
as
are
the
six.
number one.
I want you to know, G-Baby, the defensive versatility on the Lakers team now. Their defensive versatility and switchability on that team is actually about to be nasty. Because y'all also don't know about D'Lo, but he's an underrated defender, team defender, and all defender.
That's the end of our show.
Wait. You never let me.
If you guys were watching in the chat, please like the video, comment, subscribe. I know we got into
y'all know what's ball,
but appreciate everybody tuning in. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and say it again. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. We have 74 right now. So please subscribe. Follow the TikTok. Follow the Instagram. Keeping it G _podcast.
This is crazy.
Appreciate y'all. We will be back next Wednesday because next Tuesday is Valentine's Day.
D-Lo D-Boy, baby.
So next Wednesday, we will be back. We will be discussing the results of the Super Bowl. Might bring back a tier list. We got a lot of things to talk about, some big news and all that. So appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We will catch y'all next time.